Alright, what is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. In this video, we're gonna go over what am I watching for next week. Now, this is the first week in a long time I do not like SPY and QQQs. Otherwise, every single week, SPY and QQQs always my main watch. But today, for some reason, the charts just do not look like they look alright, but they're not like talking to me. You see what I'm saying? I like when charts come out there and try to talk to me and tell me what's happening. I can read the story behind what's happening. I was not able to read the story, so I'm like, you know what? There's no point me trying to trade something. I'll still trade during the week, but do not have a solid structural plan on it. And whatever happens, we'll see intraday. But over the weekly, we'll see. So this week quite unusual, and I hardly trade ABNB. But I'm watching ABNB. I hardly trade Google. I'm watching Google. I hardly trade Uber. I'm watching Uber. And Tesla, I trade all the time, so I'll be watching Tesla. So let's get started. All right. Boom. Here we are. All right. So first thing on SPY. Like kind of what I like on SPY is, or what I do not like on SPY first. This past week, we closed very strong, like every other week, right? Since last November, from last few months. It's been insane. But on a daily chart, I saw this 1 2 3 4 5 touches, and the fifth touch we are still getting rejected from the particular charts, right? So what I personally think can happen this week is we might have a little bit of pullback. We need a pullback. Like market needs pullbacks. Like look at this. Pullback goes, pullback goes, pullback goes, pullback goes. I personally think we need a little pullback. We're probably going to come down under 500. Max maybe down to 497. It can go down, keep going down, But roughly maybe this gap needs to be filled. We'll see what happens, all right? But what am I watching on this is basically I want to see how the price reacts around this particular 510. Does it break 510 just easy? If it could break 500, I don't think there should be a big problem breaking 510. But regardless, I'll still be a little bit careful. I'll still watch it closely. I'm not watching it as a everyday thing this week. If the market gave me opportunity, I'll trade it intraday. But you see what I'm saying? Similar stuff for QQQs, to be honest. Same stuff, like from the charts, the way it looks. Similar stuff look like, I don't know, maybe 450 we might get. But the way the charts look, I personally think there needs to be a little pullback. Lately, SPY and QQQs, if you try to compare them both, it's a little bit weak. See what I'm saying? QQQ is a little bit weaker than SPY. Look at the SPY's chart. Look at this QQQ chart. It looks a little bit off. Now, maybe it is just because of the earnings week. There was a big tech earnings coming out. It might be just like waiting for those, and now it'll push. But regardless, I personally think 440 is a big level, and it might have a little hard time breaking above. It might get a little pullback, probably down to 430-ish or 425-ish before it moves to the next level. But we'll see what happens, all right? By the way, I don't know if I can show my cat. She's trying to go into a little box. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Come on. Get out. She's upset, bro. Come on. Say hi to everybody. She's like, all right. Similar stuff on QQQs, by the way. Let's see what happens. All right. But ABNB. Now, on a daily chart, ABNB closed really nice. Really nice. Like, I like this candle, especially after a decent push. All right, after the earnings, decent push. We got this candle. I'll be watching this above 155.3 for a move towards this 157.3 and probably towards 158.3. And if all that breaks, we can head up to, like, especially this level has been huge in the past as well. You see this 155-ish? Move towards probably around this 160 area. If it goes towards 160, it'll be really nice. It'll make a decent move. I like it. You see what I'm saying? That's ABNB. Towards the downside, I'm not watching it towards the downside. It is what it is. I like the upside for now. Similar stuff on Google. I like it. I like it towards the upside. Like it's forming a big trend line on the bottom. It's forming a big, decent trend line on the bottom. I like this trend line a lot and probably look more like a channel than a trend line. But if it could break above this particular thing right here, we have a trend line up at the top as well. If you could break above this thing, I think you can make a decent move. Now, so I'll be paying attention to this 144.7 to 145 area. If it breaks above this 145, you can head up to 146.6, 150-ish. Like this is a strong level, 149.4. So I'll watch that closely, all right? Then we can head to 151.3-ish. I like it, all right? So this is Google, all right? Next comes Uber. Now, I like this Uber, all right? Since the earnings, we pushed on the earnings a little bit, right? And then we had some news came out here. It went from 69 to all the way to 74, pushed up all the way to 81. And I personally think right now, if it can break above this particular level of 79, if 79 breaks, I think we can head up to 79.7. This 80 zone, this little zone right here, this is a little zone. So watch this zone closely. If it can break above this zone, we can head up to 80.9. Then probably 81.86. I like this. Now, not my usual names to trade, but also it'll be breaking out of this little flag thing. So I like it. It's a daily flag, can make a decent move. Watch this. Then comes Tesla. Now, I like Tesla for the downside. The reason why I like Tesla for the downside is lately, while SPY has been pushing, look at this SPY, Tesla, it seems a little bit off to me, all right? Now, what I personally think of this Tesla right now is we probably are just forming a move down like right here. And then we started forming a flag right here. Now, I think it probably go to this 175 area this week. It looks prime. It's due for a move. So I'll be paying attention to this, especially below 191.3-ish. It can move down to 190, 189. If that breaks, it can have a sudden big push, maybe within a day or two, down to 184, 183.4 level. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Out of all these plays, probably Tesla is my favorite. Next would be ABNB. I like that. Then Google and Uber. Okay, these are the four names. Now, SPY and QQQs, they just look a little bit off to me. I don't know why. Just like, if regardless, if you still have to make some levels on this, probably it'll be like 507 down to this 503.5, 502, then 500 down to 498. Towards the upside, I want to see 510 break, then 511, 512, every $1 move pretty much. That'll be it. See what I'm saying? So I pay attention to these levels on SPY if we have to trade SPY right at the market open on Monday. QQQs, like this has been a little bit weaker than SPY. So probably a gap fill right here. We might see a gap fill. Or this has been a critical level in the past, 430. If 430 breaks, we can head up down to 428, then 426. Towards the upside, probably 440, 441 breaks, every $1 move towards 442, 443, and then 444. It looks decent. All right, so this is what I'm watching. Let's see. I think it's going to be a good week. ABNB, Google, Uber, and Tesla setting up really, really nicely. But regardless, manage your position size, and every single week we start small and then we push towards the upside, and that's what we're gonna do exactly same here as well. So I hope you have a good weekend. And my video editor is on a holiday, so this video is not edited, and you still stayed here, so appreciate it. Let's get it. By the way, if you want to watch a full hour-and-a-half long video course that I made for price action, full hour-and-a-half long, full secrets build, click this video. It should be right here. All right, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It just helps with the algorithm. Like the video and comment something, just something. All right, appreciate it. Goodbye. Peace.